Hey, beautiful souls, beautiful sunshine here with the Holistic Healer, aka Sonia B. So I got 3 quick prophetic messages I want to give you guys. I'm sitting out in the car while I'm waiting for my son to get his haircut. So I'm trying to balance things out. I know y'all see the stuff in the back of the car. Yesterday I packed my car up so high from the floor to the seats up to the roof or whatever with stuff I'm just getting rid of out of the house. Just making more room, making more space, and clearing out the energy. Anyway, so I have 3 quick prophetic messages that I want to give. Excuse me, y'all. Mercury, we're coming up on Mercury retrograde, so it's really starting to affect my communication a little bit. So you may start to hear me stumbling a little bit when it comes down to saying certain things. Let's see, would this help? Okay, the sun is coming out now, y'all, so it's messing with my view. Anyway, so with that being said, I just want to let y'all know that because I can feel the energy before it gets here. Usually I feel it like 2 weeks or 3 weeks prior to it getting here. Anyway, so the first message that I received, it was about God had said everything is playing out exactly the way it was meant to. So I don't know who needs to hear that message. I know I needed to hear it, but he wanted me to give this message to the collective, everything is playing out exactly the way it needs to. And I'll say that to say, I'm gonna make another quick video when I get a minute to, but some revelations and truth have been revealed of the matter. And this is the reason why God had said to pray for those who have been lying to you. And I say that to say, I'm gonna do a separate video with that one. But anyway, so he said everything has happened exactly the way it was meant to. And the second message I received was, if you guys have some kids, or I can't even say if they're young kids, but in the dream it was kind of maybe like around about a child who's about 2 years old, but this could just be any child in particular. So take it how it resonates, even if it's a toddler or adolescent, or take it how it resonates. But to me, the way I saw it in a dream, but again, because remember, the energy could be somebody who's childlike, but they could be like, let's say 15 years old, but let's just say they have a mindset of a child, like a 2-year-old in a sense. I don't mean that they're really acting like they're 2 years old, but just their mindset, the way they handle things, the way they handle things. Let me just say that. Anyway, so the way I saw it in the dream was, this man was trying to talk to this child. Like, the man knew the child, but the child became a little irritated, a little bothered, and a little aggravated by this person being in their space. Thank you, Spirit. And a message that I wanted to give, because Spirit is basically saying that when these kids do this, please back up off of them, especially if you are not the parent, or even if you are the parent and this is possibly happening. There's obviously some sort of underlying issue that's buried deep underneath the surface, should I say. But with that being said, I say all that to say that please respect that child's boundaries, whether it's a female or whether it's a male. Respect the child's boundaries, and I say that to say, if a child doesn't want to talk to you, or if a child is shying away from you, or if a child is seeming like when you come around and you can't quite figure out why they're being that way towards you, respect that. And the reason why I say that is because when I'm starting to see, well, I'm not starting to see, but I knew this already, but not knew it, but I've learned this over the last couple of years. What I'm starting to see is that people's past lives are coming to the surface. So, and even though it's not necessarily, it's coming to the surface more so now than ever before, but before we had a different perspective on how we would look at certain things. And the reason why I say that is because, let's just say, like for me, I was in early childhood field for 27 years or whatever, so I love the kids or whatever. So if I saw a child having a bad day or whatever, I try to comfort that child, and basically, pour, I don't know if you want to say like pour life into them. And I say all that to say, just kind of, I'm seeing that they were having a moment where they was just either going through some stuff and basically just trying to make them feel better in a sense. So I say all that to, redirecting their behavior, in other words. So I say all that to say, like, now now that I see things from a different perspective, like if kids having their moments and they're going through something, allow them to go through it, because back then I guess that energy worked for that time as such, but now things are changing so much. Do not force a relationship. If a child is shying away from you, do not force a relationship with that child. And the reason why I say that is, and I'm talking about like a stranger or a family friend or someone who's friends of the family, or in-laws, or whatever the case may be. Don't push that issue in regards to the kids. And the reason why I say that is because one thing I'm seeing is that people, like, let me give you a quick example. Let's just say hypothetically, like right now in this walk of life, let's just say that this child may have been an in-law, in other words. So the man was an in-law to the child, as an example. And let's just say he enjoyed being around the kids, but at the same time, it's like this child started shying away from him. So with that being said, it's like, don't force the issue, because in a past life there could have been a situation that child is experiencing this walk of life that they're, hold on y'all, I'm gonna have to pause for a minute. Okay, so really quick, I'm sorry, I thought I could pause it, but it's not letting me pause it. But let me hurry and wrap this message up, because my son just got back in. But so don't force that relationship. The reason why I say that, because in this walk of life, you could be somebody like either a uncle or a cousin or a brother, or maybe even just a family friend, in-law, whatever the case may be. But in a past life, you could have been somebody who traumatized that child, or could have possibly done something to that child that child is remembering in this lifetime. So remember, it's almost like when people shine away from certain people, it's almost like they recognize that energy of something that someone has done to them in a previous lifetime. So they can't quite put their finger on it, but they just know that there's something about something that irritates them when it comes down to certain people that may be within their certain energetic field. So just be mindful and be respectful of that, because again, you don't know what you may have done to this person or individual in a previous lifetime, if that makes sense to you. I'll probably try to do another video later down the road, but anyway, I just want to give you guys that message, because God was just showing me, like, don't force the situation, because there's obviously some underlying hidden trauma, and this trauma may not necessarily come from this past life, but come from previous lifetimes. As I said before, for those of you who are new to my channel, is basically our souls live on and on, even though this body, this avatar, our skin, however you want to refer to it, is that changes each lifetime, but our soul stays the same. So everything, imagine rolling up a snowball. So as you rolling up a snowball, the snowball just keeps going and going, depending on how much you keep rolling. That's how your soul is. Nothing changed. Everything is embedded into that soul, but you were just meant to fix certain things in this lifetime. You were meant to fix some of the and heal some of those wounds from past lifetimes. Anyway, so this last message, I'm gonna pause it there, because I'm gonna get more clarity on this last message. But anyway, I just wanted to get that message to you guys. So at this time, don't try to even force anything, even with relationships with kids or whatever the case may be, because like I said, it could be some underlying things that you're not even aware of. So anyway, y'all stay blessed, stay beautiful, and remember to always keep God first and foremost in your life. And just know that He would order your steps and direct your path. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I say much love, much light. Bye. Damn, it's not.